Hi, I'm Ed Baldwin with your weekly wrap-up for Friday, May the 13th. Well, the corn, soybeans, and canola markets fell into a more sideways trading range this week, trading both sides of unchanged. The soybean and canola markets, well, they finished higher for the week, while corn was just slightly lower. The wheat markets, however, shot higher on production concerns due to the adverse weather in North America, India, and now even parts of Europe. And on top of that, the war in Ukraine, which has effectively eliminated Ukraine from supplying the world markets. As well, China's policy of locking down cities when COVID is detected has effectively shut down some of its major ports, disrupting shipments of goods and grains in and out of China. These shutdowns are now starting to influence shipping around the world, leading to even more uncertainty. Our July canola contract was up this week. It gained $23.40 a ton and closed out at $1,181. The canola traded lower to start the week, and then it turned higher, influenced by the hot, dry weather in the west and the cold, wet weather in the eastern half of the prairies. Higher European rapeseed and Malaysian palm oil values were also supportive. The July soybean contract was up this week 25 cents a bushel, and it closed at $16.47. The July corn contract, it just couldn't quite manage to keep up with everyone else. It was down 4 cents on the week and closed at $7.81. The Chicago wheat contract, well, it was 69 cents higher, closing at $11.78. The July Kansas City wheat contract was up $1.11 per bushel on the week, and it closed at $12.82. And our July Minneapolis spring wheat contract gained $1.16 per bushel, and it closed out at $13.25. The wheat markets were higher again this week on the concerns that world wheat production and availability is at risk. The USDA lowered both U.S. and world ending stocks for next year, which saw spring wheat futures post limit up at the end of trade on Thursday. The June Canadian dollar this week, it dropped a little bit more. It was down 29 basis points and it closed at 77.18. Crude oil, however, it did manage a little bit of a gain over the week after a very back and forth turmoil during the week. It was up 76 cents per barrel and closed at 110.53. For next week, well, the weather does continue to be the major influence to the North American markets. And there has been some improvements here and there, and spring seeding is occurring in some locations. But to date, it's not that widespread yet, and seeding could be delayed for another 7 to 10 days in many areas. So, for now, we'll look for canola to continue to trade its way up towards that $1,200 per ton area and possibly start pushing higher. And for spring wheat, well, the trend is up. And with more rain in the forecast for North Dakota, Minnesota, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan, we'll be looking for prices to trade between $12.50 and $13.50 till things start to improve. I'm Ed Baldwin with your weekly wrap-up for Friday, May the 13th.